Welcome back to Good Day Northern Michigan. Well, as the weather continues to warm up and we look forward to summer, there's no doubt that being on a boat in one of the many lakes we are lucky to enjoy here in Northern Michigan is top on our minds.
That's right. But another important topic to bring to the forefront is boating safety. And today, Diane Walker joins us to talk all about it from the Coast Guard Auxiliary up in Traverse City. Diane, good morning to you. Thanks for being here.
Good morning, Bill and Rachel.
So jump right in and talk to us about maybe the first thing we should be thinking of in terms of safety as people are maybe, peeling those winterizing tarps off their boat and getting the itch to get back out on the water.
Well, first of all, the water's still very cold. So be careful if you're getting out in like a kayak or a canoe. You don't want to be falling into the water right now because you would lose your use of your limbs within a matter of 10-15 minutes. So just be careful if you're getting out, because now the weather is going to start getting nice, but it'll be June before the water's warm.
Right.
So in terms of, operating a boat, being on a boat, I know there's some rules and regulations that people might not be aware of or think of before they're on a boat. Can you kind of talk about that and walk through what you discuss in your classes as well?
Well, probably the most important thing is your life jackets. Legally, you have to have a life jacket that fits everybody properly on the boat at that moment. And they can save lives, because even if you've lost the use of your limbs, at least if you have a life jacket on, you can stay above your head above water. So life jackets are the number one thing that we want people to be, have the correct life jacket and to wear them. So that's real important. The other thing is knowing how to use your radio. Even if you're not the captain of the boat, it's a good idea that everybody on the boat knows how to use the radio. So we also offer, we teach people what they should say, how to, in case of an emergency, what to do. So that's another really important thing. So
yeah, Diane, I think
navigation, knowing where you're at. It's
Right.
very important. If you're in trouble,
Right.
You better be able to tell them where you're at.
I was going to ask about that next too, because you've got to not just jump out on any body of water and just keep kind of singularly focused on having fun. You've got to know where you are and where the shore is. And obviously at some point, especially, in Lake Michigan, for example, you get out to a point you can not even see the land. So you really have to be
Right.
mindful of how to navigate those maps.
Exactly. So we offer several classes. We offer the 8-hour boater safety class, and you get, at the end of that, we take a short test and you get a boater safety certificate. And all those born after July 1st, 1996 have to have a boater safety certificate in their possession on the boat. We give out a little certificate like this that you can get laminated and keep it on your boat or in your wallet. But it's really important. And of course, young children really need, there's lots of regulations about young children, 12 and older even, that need the boater safety class in order to be legal on a boat.
Diane, let me ask you about those boater safety certificates. Does that apply to something like if you wanted to just rent a pontoon boat for the day, or what are the restrictions or
Yes.
limitations?
Yes, even if you're renting a boat, you are responsible for that. And so, yes, even renting a boat, you should have a boater safety certificate.
Okay, and when it comes to the classes that's going to be taking place in Traverse City, tell us a little bit about what people can expect from those and how to get involved.
Okay, our first boater, called Boat America class, is our major class that we teach. It's an 8-hour class. We do it on, our first one is Saturday, April 26th, and then we have another one on Saturday, May 31st at the Traverse City Coast Guard Station. It costs $15, and you sign up on Eventbrite. I'm sure you guys have that link on your website.
Yes, and we have a QR code too that's circling through here as well on the screen.
Good. And we provide the book and the tests, and we have great teachers. We try to make it fun and interesting, because 8 hours is a long day for someone 12 years old. And
Right.
you have to be at least 12 years old to take the class and to get the certificate.
So how long is the certificate good for?
I think forever.
Forever? Okay.
Yeah, I think
So
so.
once you do it,
You've got it.
You got
Checked
it.
off your list.
Yeah.
Not to say we can't, get a refresher course once in a while if
Absolutely,
you
yeah.
haven't had it, but it's a great point because a lot of us just think life jackets, and that's pretty much the extent of our thought process
Right.
when it goes into it. So it's great to hear about navigation or even, the terms to use on the radio. All good things to
Yeah,
have. Diane, thank you so
absolutely.
much for being with us. We'll share the interview and more information on our website too at 9and10news.com.
Yes, thank you
Thank
so
you
much,
so
Diane.
very much for letting us on.